Xbox.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is. This is an Xbox. Because I said so. Because they said so. Because everybody said so. Ain't that right, boys?
Yeah, boy.
Were you guys able to hear
Can
that?
I get my own theme song? Need my own theme song.
Bum, 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 bum. Let's hear it again. Hold on.
I'm more like
This is an Xbox.
Yeah. They got a theme song.
Oh, that's too funny. So this is the commercial that everybody went berserk over, right?
This is what we were talking about last week when I said they're gaslighting people.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Because everybody's complaining about it on Twitter. And I'm like, marketing team's loving this. Y'all keep talking about it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's an Xbox.
So what do? They bring in more ads.
They bring in
like
more.
this one. This one's the short. There's a longer version of an even different jingle.
Oh yeah, they got two long form videos out right now. I've seen. One has like a mainstream song on it, so I get struck on that if I play it.
I am a little disappointed in this one though, because if you notice, they didn't put the Xbox version of the Meta Quest.
Oh, they didn't put that one on. That's right.
Yeah,
No, they didn't put the black.
It's in there.
That's not the Xbox version.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
No, the
Yeah,
Xbox
that's the
version is
real
black.
Oh,
yeah,
why gotta be black?
because it is.
They went. So
You have to marry black.
same thing as
You
Series
did.
X. Same thing as a Rogue. There, maybe they wanted to add a little white to it, a little equal representation. I guess.
That's right.
I don't know.
That's right. I want a brown one. Can we have a brown version?
You know, I can't think when they had a brown console.
Yeah,
I want a brown console
imagine
because I want to feel
Except the
represented.
Atari, the old wooden panel Atari.
Yes.
yeah. There you go. Wood grain. Bring the wood
Yeah.
grain back, and you can claim brown.
Because
Yeah.
I need to feel accepted and
I
represented.
forgot about my 2600. That was brown.
The wood panel, baby. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an Xbox. It's fun. It's I like it a lot. The only thing I had not a complaint because there's nothing you can do about it is if it has like subtitles or something you got to read, it is tiny, right? Because it's on a tiny screen. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just the nature of having a small.
And you're old. That
And you're
doesn't help
old.
either.
And so I'm having to put my little
That's the main
bifocal
issue for
glasses
you.
on.
Uh,
So I
Doesn't
can read
help.
it, right?
I can't say anything. I'm right behind you. So, and I've
And-
noticed my eyes on tiny font has
Oh yeah,
been as good as it used to be.
yeah. My
I got microscope eyes, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, I guess, but I can't see far away for shit. But never could.
That's
So
me.
there we go.
That's me. That's been me since I was a kid. I can't see far away. Like, and when I'm driving, like the big green signs, all the white lettering is smudged to me. I can't see.
Oh
it.
man.
Well, because you know how they reflect, so it kind of the light just kind of blend into each other. The letter,
Mhm.
at least the lettering does, and that's what it looks like to me when trying to see far. Once I get closer, it clears up, of course, but from a distance, I need glasses, right? And now even
Yeah,
now that I'm
I would
older-
rather have what I have than what you have. I'd rather not be able to see small print up close and be able to see far away than what you got. So that's got to
I
say.
think I'm
That's
happy
my
where
wife.
I am.
Yeah. I don't know. Because you have to wear glasses when you drive, right? I don't have to.
I do.
Yeah, but I
do.
can-
Yeah,
but I could read fine print and stuff, and you guys can't. Like,
I can't.
if I
think
clip my
it-
nails, I'm
it's-
good.
it's a
You know,
cheap
I'm typing
trick.
something I can. I can read papers. I can play a handheld.
It's a cheap trip to Walgreens to get some reading glasses, and I'm good, man.
That's what I'm.
Yeah.
I
That's
keep
what it
forgetting
is.
to go to the store and pick some up, but I do need to get
10, $15 for some reading
some,
glasses.
like 6-pack of them,
$15.
so you can,
Yeah.
man.
so you can leave them all over the place.
Pretty
Yep.
much.
Yeah,
Yep.
but it's a fun device. I've been playing a lot of Expedition on it, and like I said, the only thing that stood out a lot was the text. Like some parts I have to read. Not really. It's just the subtitles are automatically on, so I always get distracted by them.
Karen, Mike.
Sorry.
I always get distracted by the subtitles, so I end up reading them while I'm listening. And but that's it. I mean, the picture's clear. It's a nice, good size. It's no different than when I was playing on the Switch. Right.
Well, yeah, the screen size is about similar.
About the same. So it's it's something I was used to anyways. Except now it's Xbox. I haven't tried any Steam stuff or anything like that, and I haven't tinkered with it. I've been playing it straight out of the box. I set up my Xbox, I set up my Xbox account. I set up my Steam account, downloaded or installed about 4 games in there on it: Expedition, The Ascent, Stalker 2, which I think I'm going to take that off because it's pretty much a shooter game. And I won't be able to play a shooter on this thing. It's just too small of a screen for a shooter. Especially if you haven't played Stalker, there's some invisible demons that pop out, and on a small screen, there's just no way you can see that. And then I put Ninja Gaiden on there too, so I'm ready to play that one also. Latest one.
What was that issue you had yesterday? I think it was, or the day before. I forget when, but we was on Discord and I showed you how to. Oh, right, the offline thing. We should talk about that. We should talk about that.
So the offline thing was, the help pages online kept saying you got to click on your profile in the Microsoft Store, and it's on the far right side. I'm like, no, it's not. There's nothing on the far right side except for a bar, right? And I tried everything to look for the settings and what's this offline thing they keep talking about. I don't see it. You got to look under apps. I was like, I am under apps. It's like, I don't see anything under there that says offline capabilities or anything like that. That's when I pulled you in. I say, hey, dude, it's like, maybe I'm just overthinking. It's like, can you show me what this thing's talking about? Well, on a PC, like your desktop computer or maybe even your laptop, the wording is completely different.
Yes.
Right? Whereas on the handheld, it says something about permission sharing or sharing permissions, right?
So if I share the screen on my device, would you be able to show it? I'm not ready just yet, but I will be in a moment. I can show it to you guys. Yeah, just not just in a second though. Yeah, we'll keep talking until I'm ready. But
so the wording is completely different, but you gotta read the fine print too, and it kind of states it in there on the handheld. It's like, you can only switch it 3 times a year, whatever it was, 5 times.
3 times a year or so.
And then it has one sentence about offline play, and that's it. Everything else is about not able to switch, or you have a number of ways or an X number of times to able to switch that toggle on and on.
3 times a year.
Yeah, 3 times.
Right.
A year. There you go.
So basically, what it is. So you have your main PC, if it's a desktop or a laptop or whatever you got, right? And so in your Microsoft account, you have that one device that can be offline, right? And still be able to access all the stuff that you own, right? But when you have another device, you can only have a certain amount at a time. So you can only have one device at a time. So what you have to do is switch the other device, right, to your desktop, for example, to be offline. That's what I do. I switch my desktop to be offline, right, and I leave my my Ally to be the one. No, I leave my desktop online, and I leave my Ally offline. Where if I don't have an internet connection or whatever to validate what I own, I could still play it. And that was the preferred thing. I've done that since my original Ally. Okay. So that was the best thing for me per se to do. So my screen, I've been having this issue where I wrote remote into my Ally, and that's why I'm trying to figure out why I'd be ready now to show you. But basically the issue was, it is the wording, but because you were so locked into, I finally got the colors right. Okay. Cause you were so locked into the wording. You missed it. Right. You missed it, but it was there all along. See, if you weren't so anal about the wording, you would have caught it. That was the thing about it. I'm not trying to knock you, whatever. I think you are.
Hey, now.
A little bit.
You say what I just thought he said.
He's trying to knock me out.
Hey now.
Hey, now.
So yeah. So let me share my screen here.
Well,
I'm
because all
remoting
the
it.
help pages kept saying the same thing over and over again.
Right.
It's like, yeah, do this, do that. It's right there. I'm like, no, it's not.
Okay. On my okay.
let's see.
Can you see my ally? Can you put it on screen there?
Yeah.
Okay, this is my ally here, right? This is my white ROG ally, but as you guys know, I have the full screen experience on there, all of that, right? You go to here, you go to settings,
Yeah.
right? And you go to app,
Yep.
right? Sharing permissions. Now on the desktop, it's different. I'll show you that
It
in
says
a second.
offline.
It says offline permissions, but if you actually read the thing, you'd have gotten the gist that, oh, it must be this. But because your instructions or whatever said online permissions, once you don't see that, you freak the fuck out.
Yes.
This is when you need to woosah and
I-
use your logical brain and don't be
I
emotional.
was
You know
looking
me,
for
I
the
always
actual
say,
wording
right.
that everybody was saying.
And I don't knock you too, because
It sounds like you are.
I didn't know either. Well, I am a little bit, but I'm just trying to be funny. But honestly though,
Funny how.
they changed the wording and I didn't know. Ha ha, funny, right? I didn't know they changed the wording either at all.
Yeah.
I had no idea. So my desktop, which I could show a little later if you want, but it will say offline permission. I don't have to. Same thing.
Yeah.
Offline permissions in the same area.
Same spot.
Although,
Yeah, it's the same spot.
although they did just update the Xbox app on Xbox and the handheld, so maybe they finally made it in sync. But while I'm here, I do want to also show you that they have this thing here for the cloud play. Now, of course, I'm a Ultimate member, so therefore I have access to 1440p. But it's a lot
He's
like
better
GeForce
than
Now.
all of you. Just letting you know. I can't
Yeah,
say I got
well,
ultimate too. So
Yes, I am. Yeah. We all are, aren't we? And this
Right.
got stacked another 6 months.
I
but
had
anyway.
6 months. I'm up to like October 2027.
You should have got me some for my birthday, bro.
I know. I forgot.
Right? Right?
Such a-
Anyway, so yeah, right? Nah, no, you're not. You're not. He's an awesome guy, people.
Where's the
Like,
Where's the updates? Let's see.
just in
I
fact, when you first launch it, it'll say something to you. Actually, if you look here, right here in
it didn't do it with me.
See, I have an update to do right now in the game.
I did
bar.
that yesterday.
Xbox
Are
app.
you sure you didn't get the? You sure
No, I
that
did
you?
this yesterday. This is new for today. This is new
Okay.
stuff for today. They just put out a press release about it, so this is new. But anyway, even if you're not on Ultimate, but you have a tier that has the cloud, you'll probably get a 1080p. But just like GeForce Now, if the servers aren't overloaded and there's room, they'll give you 1440p if it's available. Because there's enough empty spaces.
Yeah.
They'll give you 1440p. But here you could pick, and there's two versions of it too, right? There's the version with Ultimate that's even a higher bit rate, right? Like if you look at a 1080p, it says 7 gigabytes an hour, right? But in Ultimate, it's 9 gigabytes an hour, which
What?
means the bit rate is higher. Amount of input that is sent to you is a higher bit rate and does higher quality, right? To match with that. But it depends, right? Like I'm on a handheld, so that's why I have it at 1080p. But 1440p would be nice because if the game is running, at a higher resolution, it downscales. It'll still look nicer even though your screen can't do it. Or if you have it plugged into a monitor or a TV or something, you might want that higher resolution. So the options are
Yeah.
still there, right? So
Oh, so you've already plugged it into your TV, right?
this one, yes. But have you guys?
I
Yours?
haven't yet.
Played what on the TV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. Plays
What-
Fireman on, it,
what's
but I played
that?
on 1080,
Oh, you play on 1080 on the TV?
which looks fine as it is.
What's the highest thing you got?
I haven't tried 1440 yet on it. No,
Oh,
It
'Cause
could
I
do
didn't-
4K 60.
oh, nice.
Yeah, it can. Because I've tried what do you call? Let me just kill this. I've tried 1080p, 1440p. We can close this now. I'm all done with this with the sharing. But anyway, so on my monitor I could do 4K, 60 frames. I could do 1440 at 120. Because it's just HDMI 2.0, not 2.1. And so that's why you could do up to that high. But on my monitor, I have one that's 480 hertz.
Yeah.
And so when I put that mode on, and then it does 1080p at 120 hertz which is better because the colors are 10-bit and they look a lot better. So if you have an OLED or whatever, you would prefer that. So most likely you have to turn down the HDMI to like the lower version to get that to be enabled. Otherwise, you get like less in terms of colors. I've noticed that. But other than that, yeah, like the video output has always been pretty good. You can get yourself a simple USB to HDMI cable, or if you have a dock, whatever, that'll do it. There's many ways to skin that cat.
Still have not played the cloud on this thing yet, believe it or not.
Oh, really? Well, not surprised at all. But
I've been playing Spider-Man. I've been enjoying the hell out of that. So
local games, yeah.
Are you almost done with it?
Because I've been doing all the side stuff, collectibles. Now I'm about halfway done.
Yeah.
So it's starting to get good. I just finished. I'm like 51, 52%. And I just finished Act 1.
Oh wow.
Oh.
So I've been doing like all the side missions and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a fun game, man. I mean, like I said the other day, I was like, anybody who's going to tell you if you don't get it day one, you're not going to enjoy it is BSing.
No,
yes,
it's a good game. You're going to enjoy it.
Like games day one years ago, just because
a
lot of them were story based, and I'm like, the story is not going to change from a 6 months or a year from now when I get it at $20 a game. You right? So the story's going to be the same thing, and I'm going to enjoy it as much as everybody did at launch day, except cheaper. Right.
I mean, you're playing E33. I'm sure you're enjoying it just as much as you would if you bought it day one.
Oh yeah. Yep. And the only thing I'll get like day one is something that it's a must for me, like Battlefield. Right. Or when Helldivers came out.
Or maybe GTA next year, even though I'm kind of thinking I may hold off on that too.
I'm not a diehard fan of GTA.
I want to get that. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not a diehard. I can wait like 2 years and until when it's cheap.
I mean, do I wait till the PC version come out?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do what I did the last time with the fifth one.
And what'd you do last time?
Buy 2 copies.
So I bought well, in a way, what I did was I bought the 360 version. I played that until they announced that the PC version was finally coming. Right. Once they announced it, I took my ass to GameStop, traded in for whatever I could get for it, and I put that towards a Steam card. And then I paid the difference on Steam, and then I pre-ordered on Steam. And so if you look at my Steam account, I had it day one, and that's what I did. I never bought the game again on Xbox or anything else. Eventually, they gave it away free, even the next-gen version that we have now. And the Steam version just got updated last year or earlier this year, whenever it was. That they made those newer versions that have the ray tracing and everything. So I never had to buy the game again. After that, like the Steam version was always made sure to be up to date with whatever improvements that they made. So I plan to do the same thing again. I'll buy it on Xbox, on disc even, right? Like a game on disc, you know me. I don't.
If there is one.
I'm sure there will be.
I keep forgetting GTA 5 was on 360.
Right? Like this generation, and we didn't get a new one. We got Red Dead instead.
Yeah,
we got Red Dead instead this generation. I mean, last generation actually.
So this generation,
so this generation we're getting Grand Theft Auto.
And they still haven't done an update to that one either.
Nope. Well, because the
one they really need it. I think they need to do the first one already. Well, they need to do the first one, the remastered first one.
Well, this one they need to do at least 60 frames, right? Because the first one was 4K 30 on the original Xbox One X. At real 4K, not upscaling or anything. Right?
Yeah.
It was just enough to do to be able to do that, and so I guess that's why they really didn't. But yeah, at least give us 60 frames. But if I had to pick, I agree. They should go back to the original and remaster that one because that's in dire need. Like they've done all them other Grand Theft Autos, they screwed up for a long time. They finally fixed them up.
Two looks fine the way it is. Like, right. I still think 2 is like one of the best looking games. Right. I think 2 is one of the prettiest looking games I've seen still to this day.
So yeah. So that's all it really is.
They'll make their billions off of GTA 6 regardless if I buy it or not. So
it doesn't matter one way or another. It really doesn't.
Nope.
But
I'll get it eventually. I'm just curious. I'm just thinking if I want to get it day one or not. Watching they charge like $110 for it or something like that. So that might make my decision for me.
Yeah. So now you ain't got to choose. You're like, F this. I'm out.
Just wait 3 or 4 months. It'll be like on sale. So
That's crazy if they are considering $100 game for the standard. It's like,
I mean, if there's one game that it's not going to phase the sales, it's going to be that one, right?
Yeah. Grand Theft Auto is not phased by the next gen or last gen or whatever. It doesn't matter to them at all. At all. They don't care. Why should they too? Right? And that's the other thing. The rumor was that it was supposed to match with the PlayStation 5 Pro. It was supposed to come out with then at the same time, and they decided to hold it back. And I guess that's what they realized. It doesn't matter to them. They're gonna make their money despite it.
I don't think PlayStation like that. I think
right.
I think PlayStation was gunning for when they announced that they were going to release it. They were gunning for that quick turnaround with GTA.
Right. And get everybody to upgrade. It will be the best console version, blah, 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 blah. They would have did all that marketing. And we expected that, but it because the game didn't release yet, that it kind of screwed over PlayStation in that regard. But oh well, that sucks to be them, because I guess what they realized is it doesn't matter when they put out the game. Everybody who's interested in it will purchase it.
Whoever's interested is going to get it. Right.
Yeah.
I still don't think it's going to sell as many consoles as people think it is.
Exactly, because everybody who wants one already has a console, and they're not going to buy a console for GTA. Like,
unless you're a PS4 fan, unless you're a PS4 guy and you haven't made the leap to PS5, I don't see anybody else really.
But that's such a small
they're not going to do
of
it for
people
GTA.
that do that it's not going to even be noticed. You know,
early on it was a thing, but now I don't think it really matters in terms of GTA. At least, like, those people are not going to pick up a new PlayStation or Xbox for GTA
unless they bundle it. I could maybe if they bundle it, I can see people.
Oh, but there'll be bundles for both. There'll definitely be bundles for both.
You think Xbox gonna have a bundle with it?
Yeah,
I think Rockstar is like, dude, we're gonna make money from both of them. It doesn't matter. And then PC when they get around to it.
I'm just saying. If PlayStation has the marketing rights, like the rumor is, then they probably is going to be a GTA.
Right. If PlayStation does have the marketing, then yeah. Right. If not, then it's gonna be on both. Right. Or there'll be a deal where you can get the system and the game. Right. For some kind of minor discount. It won't even be that much. Right. Because they don't need to, and they know it. And that's the point I'm making. Right. That Rockstar has no reason to care. They can get all the money from all the people who want it, because all the people who want it will spend that money. And all of us have been saying for a while, we've been seeing in Spaces and elsewhere, we expect the game to be $100 or whatever, but at the same time, we also accept that it's going to be worth it. It's going to have hundreds of hours of gameplay. You know, look at the 5th one that came out, as you noted, the generation before last. People are still playing it. They're still making buku bucks off of this game. That's for a reason. So Rockstar is in no hurry to put it out there.
There's an online version of it, right?
Yeah, the online, the multiplayer.
But that's what everybody's playing right now. And that's not really the story, right? The offline one. It's mainly
online. I mean, they do have some like story arcs, but it's not
right. It's still online. You play it online. You can lock yourself away from people and play through it yourself, solo. But yeah,
they're not gonna have. But I haven't. Have they announced that GTA 6 online is going to be active day one, or is it just going to be?
They haven't said anything yet. All we've seen are 2 trailers. That's all. We really don't know much of anything. We don't know how the online's going to work.
I'm kind of curious how they're going to do that, because GTA 5 online is still making them a ton of money per month.
Exactly.
And I just don't see like.
So what's the modes on online thing? I never played it.
They got a bunch of different modes. You can do like racing, bank rob. You can do all kinds of stuff. I have a hard time believing that they're gonna have an online version before PC comes out.
No, they will. That just like last time, but I don't think the online will be there day one. Just like the last one, it wasn't there day one. I think it was a couple weeks or a month later, right? It came out afterwards.
But even then, online when it first came out was
trash. It was jank.
I mean, if you actually, I'll give a good comparison. It was Sea of Thieves when it came out. It was bare.
Exactly. That's a great example. Yes.
Like you compare it now to it, it's night and day.
Buns.
Right.
It was buns. It truly was. And then they fixed it up, and now it's better. And now you're like, oh, okay, I'll buy that. And
so I remember when I got online, and you really wasn't much you could do except chase around and shoot people. I mean, you could do that on GTA 4 online.
You could do certain missions and stuff, but it wasn't that big of a deal yet.
Yeah.
It wasn't that big of a deal.
No, it wasn't like it is now. Now it's like you open up the map and you get lost. You're like, oh, what does that symbol mean? It's like, yeah.
So I'm really enjoying my device. I'm glad I got it. I'm taking it to Houston this weekend because I'm going down there. Just me and my.
Which is why you asked me about the offline.
Which is why I was like struggling to get this stupid offline thing working because I'm
the canker sore of Texas. Yeah.
Yeah. Some call it the armpits and call it the what'd you say? The
the canker sore of Texas. Yeah.
And whatever else.
Only people who are from Houston love Houston, and then half of those people don't love Houston.
Yeah. But always love Houston.
It's like I'm going
my sister lives there, so I have to go there every once in a while.
Time.
Traffic.
And then I'm going to make the point we were talking about earlier. 1 second. I'll share my screen to show you guys.
Oh,
you asked a question though on Twitter though, Tech. I'm curious if you found an answer yet.
What's my question?
The question is, who is this really for?
Well, I mean, Realist kind of said it last week also that it's not for your 20-somethings that are not making good money. It is $1,000. So it's for the hardcore people and anybody that can afford it. I mean, teenagers, not so much, I wouldn't think. I mean, I don't know. It's more for the hardcore fans.
Okay, is the text large enough, or do I need to increase it again?
You need to increase it.
I need to increase it again. Okay, 1 second here. I'm going to increase it.
It's old people, man.
How's 200%? Is that large enough now?
There you go. Yeah, it looks better.
Yeah.
Okay, now I gotta find it because okay.
Right,
so it says offline permissions enabled. It's the same thing, but if you actually read the description, it's mostly the same wording. It's still slightly different, right? And so if even on desktop, I just got this newest version of the Xbox app, and the game bar just got updated on my desktop. It's my desktop I'm showing you guys. As you see, offline permissions enabled, and as you see here, it's off, right? Because if I'm on my desktop and I have electricity, of course, I'm most likely to have internet. And so I have this one off because you can switch it 3 times a year. And so I first switched this off when I first got my Ally about 2 years ago. It's been now.
Yeah.
And so, right, on my Ally, you saw it was on. Here, it's off because you can only have one device at a time. So as long as I'm online, I can access all my stuff. And on the Ally, what it also says is you have to launch the game online at least once, and then you get to play it for 14 days without having to. Right, it just has to get a little key or whatever. So if you have no internet but you have your cell phone, just use it as a hotspot. It's not going to eat up your data. It's just a couple of kilobytes or whatever to get the key that it needs, and then you'll be able to play the game. And that's why I suggest you launch the game one time at home, and then you'll be fine. And that's that.
Yeah, I don't see teenagers running out like asking parents, like, "Can you get me this?" Right.
Oh, I see teenagers asking. I just see a lot of parents saying, "Hell no."
Right. Exactly. Like at the hells to the nizar.
Yeah.
Like what happened to that $500 Switch I bought you 5 months ago or 4 months ago?
Yeah.
Now my 23-year-old came by the house and he actually saw it. He was like, the first thing he noticed, because I let him hold it, he goes, "Oh, this is comfortable."
Yeah.
Like he was like, I said, "Yeah, it's really nice." And then I gave him my G Cloud. Gave it to him. Just here you go.
Here, you can have this one.
There you go. You're gonna have this one. He's not complaining. He can play Steam.
New hotness, yeah. New hotness, old and busted. You give him the old and busted.
Ain't old and busted. Come on now.
Hey man,
it's better than that, maybe. No,
I'm just
trust me, it's a $300 unit that he got for free. I'm sure he's not complaining. Better not be.
Man, it's Men in Black.
Watch it. You put it in eBay. He sells it for like $150.
New hotness.
Yeah, I mean, if a kid really wants this, and parents says no, then he's gonna have to mow a lot of lawns or do a lot of chores to earn that money. Because, like you said, the kids may be asking for it, but the parents see that price tag and they're like, no. Especially parents that are not gamers and don't understand.
Well, that and like my 23-year-old, he went and bought himself a new Switch. So, like, I mean, the Switch is going to dominate those sales.
Yeah. I mean, that's still like within affordability, you know, even though it's still higher than.
Oh, the white one's right there too, though.
But people,
it's about the same price as the Switch.
Just like me,
I call it the little white boy.
The little white boy, yeah, I like that.
Little white boy, yeah.
I mean, I guess we can't knock the white one because that's it. I kept championing the Series S all the time. Everybody was talking about the Series X. We already knew what the Series X can do. So it didn't need to be pumped up and set on a pedestal. We already know what it can do. And so
if people can champion the Steam Deck, and this is the same chip running at a higher clock with a bigger battery and a better screen, yeah, bro, yes, we can.
Yeah. And so just like the way I was championing Series S, just because it was the little one, it's like it's capable and it's very capable of playing games. Yeah.
I want to know, can you find that? Can you find the black Series S?
Dude,
you can't anywhere.
I've been wanting one. I
imagine you go on eBay. I'm going to check that on eBay and see what it looks like, the black Series S, and how much it's going for. Because I guarantee it's got to be up there in price.
Because
those things are rare.
I was actually trying to trade in my Series, the white one, for a black one, but nobody has them.
It makes no sense to get it though because the price is too high for the capacity. Well, at that point,
this is before the prices went up.
No. I mean, even at launch, I'm saying
still looks better than the white.
It looks better.
But I'm just
right.
I prefer black over white though.
I like
black everything,
dude.
Me too. Huh? Well, you should know you married a black woman. Well, good on you.
I like,
but I'm saying though,
okay.
No, I do. I get it. But my point is, right, even before the price increase, but especially because of the price increase, right? Even then, the price increase over the white one puts you in the territory of the Series X.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Originally, before the price increases. And most people must realize that because with Series X, not only do you get the more powerful system, you get the same 1 terabyte. And it's black, and it has a disk drive and everything else. So you may as well just do that. And so that's the issue. That's the real issue. What would have really solved the situation is if the SSD wasn't as expensive internally and didn't have to raise the price by that much. If it was $50 more.
It's not as bad on eBay as I thought it would be.
What do you see it for?
I'm not surprised. Not surprised you're saying
so that. They got them on there. $299. This one's $409. That's pre-owned too, and he's a little bit high. $350, $340. These are all pre-owned. $260, $330, $360. I want to see one that's sealed.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the sealed guy. It's like I need something new.
All these are pre-owned, but they're running about $350. You may get one a little bit cheaper at $280.
The only device I've bought used was my OG Xbox because I went in and got it modded, and the Switch that I actually own right now. I bought it used. I got rid of all my PS Vita stuff and used that money to get a Switch. I
bought a Vita used.
I should have kept
at a pawn shop. I have the OLED Vita. Although I scratched the screen a little bit.
Is it a decent price though at the time?
I just see a picture of the white Series X. I cringe when I see it.
It was like $150, I guess. I think something like that.
You see the report.
But that was an announcement like that black 1 terabyte. That was like in and out in an instant.
It was.
Like, here it is. And he never heard of it again.
Never heard of it again. No.
We did one run of it, boys.
You can't find it anywhere. Like I could not find it anywhere.
One menu is like I don't know if they were like, okay, they made a decision. Let's do this black 1 terabyte, and then I guess that's when they decided because I mean. They had their earnings yesterday, right? And they were down another 30% on hardware. Well, like, let's be clear.
Who's going to buy at that price right now?
No, I know that, but let's be clear. They have said we have moved on from this generation a year ago, right?
Yeah.
They're like we have moved on, and I think that was like when they made the decision was when they announced that Black Series X because it was in and out, It's like wow.
Yeah. They're
I thought that looked better than the white Series S or Series X.
It does.
Who was it in our chat? Six. Someone was all about that white Series X. I'm like, you on your own, buddy. Was it Bing? Somebody was
probably, but he wants that iPod white because it's iPod white basically, right?
Yeah.
And so exactly.
Yeah.
Although the DS Lite, I gotta say, that was when I bought the DS because I didn't like the original look of the DS. It looks ass, right? And that's when everybody had thought the Vita was gonna destroy not the Vita, the PSP was gonna destroy the DS, right? And that didn't happen because Sony are morons.
Remember the old white iPods that after a few years started turning yellow in color?
Yep.
See, every time I see a white like Series X, I'm like, in 5 years that thing is gonna be either gray or yellow. It's like I can't do that. Can't do it. You know.
Nope. Can't do it. Even my white controller, it's all black underneath it.
Yeah, man, we're disgusting people. You find out how dirty you are after a while.
That's why I like all black everything, baby. That's what I tell you. All black everything.
That's right. But yeah, I've been enjoying my little device here. It's a nice chunk of change that I've saved, and what's ever to spend on this
Little device. It ain't that little.
Device like this, because I mean, usually, like I said, when these guys were like when Realist got his 17 handhelds and
16, he gave one away.
16 gave one away. And
he's now Ric Flair. He moved from John Cena to Ric Flair.
One or two of these handheld. You know, everybody's like, you're gonna get one. What you gonna get? I almost got the G Cloud one, just because it was affordable.
So G Cloud's nice. It was just overpriced.
I was about to get that one because even
my wife got me. Yeah, my wife got me one for half off.
Legal has one, and he was like, "Dude, this is badass, yo."
Yeah, he would always advocate for it.
Yeah, he was.
And I would always say,
dude, just because of him, I almost got convinced.
But it's a streamer.
It's a streamer.
I mean, unless you go and you get some cards put in, you can get a terabyte
and you
card.
can run Android stuff on it. It's a great. It wasn't about that, but every time I would say that to him, he would take it like I'm knocking the thing. I'm like, no. It's fantastic. Listen to the words I'm saying. It's fantastic. It costs too much.
It's better than the Portal, or it was.
It's still better than the Portal.
I don't know. I mean, they've improved some things on the Portal, but technically you're right because you can only play PlayStation on the Portal. So
right, and it could do what the Portal does and more.
Yeah, you can play Steam on the
But what other platform lets you play on your handheld, your phone, your laptop, your desktop, your Xbox, a tablet, no matter which operating system,
the oven, as long as that's a browser, baby.
And it's still like your saves cross over to each other, and you can just pick off where you left off.
Yep.
Maybe that's who PlayStation should hook up with is Logitech.
What other platform allows you to do?
They don't need them. They can make their own hardware. That's the one thing they're always nice at.
But they need to. I don't know who's gonna make that OS. Unless they're gonna do their PS6 OS to match on the handheld.
Well, they've done pretty nice OSs when it comes to consumer devices. Like the OS on the PlayStation was nice, right? On
Back in the day,
PS4 and the PS5 is BSD. That's what they use now, right? Which is basically like Linux. It's just from a different.
I hate the PS5 OS, man.
Yeah, but I don't like that OS either. But people love to claim it's the. I don't see how people why.
It's a mess.
And it's not even just because I'm an Xbox guy. It's cluttered.
It's cluttered, and the PS4 menu systems is confusing. Like today, I still press the wrong button.
Xbox has gotten better. I didn't care for Xbox either. I'm still partial to the Blades, so.
Oh, what? See, that's the other thing about the Blades. Don't believe MVG, who finally had gotten an old video. Not MVG, Modern Vintage Gamer. This is like a couple years ago. He did a video where he found that he acquired a 360 that had the blades on it still because it was never plugged in online. Yeah. And he's like, well, I can't plug it online because as soon as I do that, it's going to ask, to update. So of course he didn't do that. And he's showing off the blades and he's like, look, there's no ads. I'm like, no, dude, you're not online. So you can't see the ads. It had ads the whole time. Yeah. Listen,
it had like the Dorito stuff all the time.
Right.
Or
and as soon as or 7-Up, it really did.
Mountain Dew, yeah.
Although I would say that Xbox may have had the gaslight of the generation before this campaign that they're doing was when they put that dynamic background of the blades.
Yes.
Got everybody hyped up, and we're like, oh,
yeah.
And that's a dynamic background. I'm like, you son of a.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing with that. Right, because the thing I'm trying to say about the old blades was as soon as you start to do a bunch of digital games like the Xbox Live Arcade stuff, right? You instantly realized that menu was actually slow as shit. It couldn't do anything right outside of that.
You would think I mean, but they could do a modern version of it though.
They could, and that's why they teased it before. But also the little like quick menu, and when you hit the Xbox button, it used to slide from the left. Now it pops up with the blades, and that's what it. And that was the last bastion of the blades, right? Like, and you know, I always thought even back then with the 360, when you hit the Xbox button, the menu would slide in from the side. How is it? Yeah, that right. I always think about that.
It's the sound effect.
Yeah, it literally is a sound effect. I love that. I love the fact that he does that. But to me, it was analogous to the start menu, right? Or even the menu we have now on the Xbox, or even last generation. And especially now, the game bar on Windows, especially now that they have the full screen experience. I promise you, this is how they plan to leverage everything. That menu will be everything, because as we know, they plan to have, you know, hybrid PC console. It's really going to be a PC. I promise you.
The reason why I bring up OS is, or at least for PlayStation, because I cannot see them. I think their handheld is going to sell well. First of all, I think their handheld is going to be cheaper. The question is are they going to allow you to play other marketplaces? That's the big question. The rumor is yes, they will. And then my question is, if that's the case, then that's the reason why I'm bringing up the OS, because you're going to talk compatibility and everything else. Windows, it's already there. You know, does PlayStation do a deal with Microsoft and put Windows on there? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Wouldn't be the first time that PlayStation and Microsoft had done some things together. Azure, they had a deal with Azure at one time.
Azure, yeah, PlayStation was on Azure
right,
for a little while. Yeah,
right before they went AWS.
Yeah, I think they went to Google for a little bit, or did they go straight to AWS?
I think they went straight to AWS. I don't think they went to Google. I could be wrong on that.
Okay.
I could be wrong on that. I know right now it's the backbone.
Yeah, for sure.
The backbone is on AWS.
Yeah, last week when AWS was down or whatever, PlayStation Network was down.
Oh, did they ever
then yesterday or the day before it was Xbox?
Yeah, Microsoft was down, which is why I say, dude, I
know you got your schedule.
I got it's that time of the year where services go down. I think they're getting hacked, and especially particularly with Sony. When it's Sony, we hear about it months later that they had been hacked right before the holidays or whatever. It's around that time of year. So I'm thinking that's what happened to Amazon first, and then it happened.
But they weren't hacked. I'm telling you right now, they weren't.
It's not PlayStation. It wasn't a hack, but
I think it wasn't a hack. It was internal.
Whatever. No, I know. I've seen everything. Trust me, I know. The inside people I speak to as well are telling me no, it wasn't a hack, but something is up, because then it happened to Microsoft afterwards. Something is up. Something I don't trust all of it. But what I know about the Amazon thing, the details about the servers and how it was a cascade and how the servers in Virginia were supposed to take up the slack and they didn't, because a lot of them weren't set to do that. I get it. It all adds up. I believe the story, but at the same time, something in the back of my mind is like, something don't fit. And it's mainly because it happened to Microsoft a week later. I'm like, dude, something's up.
Well, they thought it was AWS again, but that's because some of the stuff is interlinked between the two. So if one gets bothered, then it does have an impact down the line for the other. So which is why when this happens, there's the conversation of, is it a good thing that 2 or 3 companies is pretty much all there is for cloud? Because if 1 or 2 goes down, that really I mean, you saw what happened last week. Yesterday wasn't as bad compared to what it was last week. Last week we had people on our chat that I think Bing said they left work early because none of their shit was working. Really? When I worked one day, I there was none of our stuff was working. So
I think this happened while I was out. Huh?
Yeah, I think you were out. I think you were
you were still overseas. Yeah.
But it was bad.
It was really bad. It really was.
Yeah. This week wasn't. I mean, this week Wasn't
Yeah,
as
the
bad.
Microsoft thing was nowhere as bad. It was just Xbox Live was down at like rewards program was down a bit. But Bing always worked. Like the search engine part worked.
Yeah.
There was a couple of things I was trying to do in Windows, like not PowerShell.
Hasn't been a good month for Amazon.
Was acting up, and at first I thought there was something wrong with my computer. Come to find out, oh, the Azure servers that run WinGet are down. So it's like, oh well. But you may not know what that is, but it's like the behind the scenes, the manual version of like the Windows App Store.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of apps that use that on they put their magic on top of it, and it just crashes out or acts weird. But a lot of those apps that I use that depend on it haven't been updated in months, and there wasn't a new version. So it wasn't like, oh, I was out of date or whatever. And that's when I realized, oh, the servers are down. And so a couple hours passed and it was fine. But Amazon's thing was just like, it affected so many people. I think also Chase Bank as well.
Yeah. There was some banks that had to, I think there was some banks that suspended some things.
Yeah, my buddy Wetworks, the same guy who bought me that gift that I made the YouTube video about yesterday.
That was a good video, by the way.
Messed up. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. I
like your camera. I like your camera angle, by the way, on when you show stuff. It's pretty cool.
Thank you. That's the same camera that Tech has. If you remember, what was it, earlier this year or maybe last year? I was telling him about it with the gimbal and all of that, and it has an option where you can just make it look at the table.
Yeah,
and then
points
boom,
down. Yeah,
it points down. So, yes. Shout out to my boy Wellworks. I believe he's listening right now because he was anticipating listening to the show today. So I don't know if he's in the chat. I got the chat open. I didn't see anybody active in the chat, but nobody's in the chat. But yeah. So let me talk about that right quick. The Xbox, 8-bit dough. Now you know me, and
does that thing have like 20 buttons on it?
Yeah.
It's an arcade stick without the stick instead of a stick.
It looks like a bunch of blob buttons too. It's like no rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah, but there actually is. Like when you put your hand on it and you instantly realize.
No, I understand that. I understand why. I'm just saying if you look at it though, you're like, what in the hell?
Yeah, if you don't know what you're looking at, right. It just looks weird. But like I say in the video, it reminds me of back in the early days of me messing with emulators and like 97 or so when I first got into it in like March or so. In 97, I was 17 and I didn't have a Sidewinder controller, which I found in my closet. When the anniversary comes, I'll pull it out and make a post about it in a video. But anyway, before I had a controller for my computer, or even that Gravis pad, a lot of people know about. It looks like a Super Nintendo pad on the PC. Back then, there weren't a lot of controllers for the PC. There were joysticks, flight joysticks and stuff, but controllers, not so much. So therefore, if you're playing emulators, you ended up using your keyboard, right? Or you would use directions, for that, and then use some of the keys on the keyboard to represent the buttons on the controller. And so after a while, you get really adept with that. And I did back then until I got my Sidewinder and I started using, proper controls again. And so this reminds me of that, but in the fighting game community, they really are starting to love these leverless controllers, as they call them, because there's no lever, there's no arcade stick, right? It's just all buttons. There's certain advantages to that. There's certain advantages to that. You could press multiple directions at once. It helps with fighting games. They're very, very popular, and there's a lot of different.
You play like MMOs and stuff on that too, right?
You could do almost anything that could support anything that doesn't need to be analog controls. Should work with that just fine.
The only thing it's missing is number keys on the thing, but
right, or if you're playing like an arcade style game,
every button to figure out what I'm doing.
No, well, if you ever use an arcade stick, right? You just imagine, your left hand is holding the stick, and then your right hand is resting right where the buttons are.
Yeah,
and you know what buttons to press without thinking.
Well, at least the fighting buttons you can, but not the joystick. You just move around.
Well,
what games have you tried this with, Sick?
Street Fighter 6. I tried it with a couple of
Tekken.
Not Tekken, yeah. I'm gonna try that next, but I also tried it with a couple of the shoot 'em ups that I love. But in terms of fighting games, it was that, and also Fatal Fury. I tried that as well. That worked out real nice. Killer Instinct, I did not have it installed, and so I need to install that and try that out too. But I need to try a more classic Street Fighter as well. I have the Capcom collection. I have both of them and the Street Fighter collection. So maybe after the show, I'll try that out. and see what's up.
Brother's trying to walk in here late. Like, what's up,
Oh, there
guys?
you go. What up, dude?
What's up, brother?
Oh, y'all can hear me.
Now we can.
Now we can.
Oh, see, I didn't hear me say bye. Okay, good. That was loud.
Cool. So what's up, bro?
Sick over here talking about his.
Nothing, man.
His
I
button-
thought we
controller.
were gonna have a show, man, and then I was like, okay, I'll go to the girls' practice.
That controller's
wasn't.
got more padding than the ROG did in their box, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did, but the top of it is glass. But if you notice, like I was complaining in the video, it smudges up instantly. I was like, that's the one thing I don't like about it. Other than that, it's very thin, and like I said, it could fit in a manila envelope. Like you
Look
see
at
it
that,
in the
he got more
marketing
Game
video.
Pass.
And yeah, which I can't use because it's only for new members
you?
only.
Oh, I hate
Yeah,
when they do that.
yeah. They always do that. 8-bit though, they always do that. You can never stack it.
So
You can never stack it. Yeah, I always say that too. It's kind of stupid, but and it came with that little jewel thing, and then it came with a pack of these
Oh,
Give us the
Button cap
ping
right
so you
there?
can play Call of Duty.
yeah. He's not doing that with. Call of
He's like,
Duty.
I ain't doing Call of Duty, man.
But
Yeah, you will. Shut up, Ping.
but you see the 4 buttons I'm pointing to. You could replace the caps with those, so that way you don't press those buttons by accident. It like locks those buttons out.
oh.
And it has the Xbox button. It's got the start, the select, the share button. It's got a button to control the lights. It got the volume meter. It's got a headphone jack. It comes with a dongle that's magnetically attached to in the back top, just like their keyboard does, right? Which I show later on in the video. You know, I've got the green one I'm using now, but really an awesome little product. And once again, thanks a lot to my boy Wetworks for the birthday gift. So yeah,
With his control, it's like this guy has as many.
give me a
control-
like, dude. What
Hey,
the hell?
I
He's
did.
got.
No,
No.
it's not.
No, this is another browser. That's not the one.
I gave you-
usually-
Give it a like with that one too. What are you doing?
One of those 6 is me. Just letting you know.
I know that was. As soon as you said, I know
that's
it went
two
up.
for me.
Yeah.
That's 2 for
Now
me.
I got yes. I'll take it
That's
all,
2.
baby.
That's
Trying
for
to
my
get like
main
54
account. This
views.
is just my junk account.
And another thing I like about the dongles with their products is
You like
they're
dongles,
already
don't you?
associated. Well, they work, but they're associated already with the device, right?
He likes the dog.
So once you plug it in and you turn the controller on, it's instantly working.
How many 8-bit prices do you have? Or
I have
20.
like
3 of the
I'm trying to see if
M30
he's got as
controllers.
many as Realist as.
That's what I was
I've
gonna
got
say.
3
yeah.
keyboards. I have as many of their products as I'm sure he's ever had handhelds. To be honest, I know he played 15, but I probably have more than he's ever had handhelds ever. I think I have 3 of the M30 controllers. I have 3 of the keyboards. I have 2 arcade sticks. I have this one and I have the other Xbox arcade stick with the joystick. I've got that, and I have like 1 or 2 other random. I also have a remote control, the Xbox One remote. It looks like the smaller one that they packed in with the 360. If you got one at launch, right?
I like the old school knobs on it.
Yeah, for volume, and then also a lock button.
I
But
like
the
that.
volume, which I noticed, it doesn't change the volume in Windows, but it does change the volume in your headset. Like, I like the fact that they did that. It's not your master volume.
It's only
your-
device.
your headset volume. If you plug your headphones into this,
Yeah.
it controls that only.
Got a little 90s touch in it.
But meanwhile, the knob in my
Dirty ass
keyboard
nails.
is the master volume.
Go clean your nails.
Yeah, their mouse sucks. That's the one device they've ever released that I don't think I like. And then also, if you notice the round button on the very bottom, it says up. That's where they put the up button. I don't understand that. All the leverless
That's what I'm like
controls are
saying. Like,
that.
dude,
I don't know why that's that.
Yeah.
Why that's there, but the button above the down button isn't associated to anything, and so I programmed that to be up because I don't understand why they use that down. But I'm gonna try and learn and see. But I didn't even remember. But it feels very comfortable, even with my large ass hands. It fits comfortable.
Dirty ass
The
nails.
glass top is really good. My nails is very clean. What are you talking about? My hands is very, very clean. But it's not heavy. The rubber on the bottom, it never moved. And like you'll notice halfway in the video, I thought I killed it because I plugged in the wire for my monitor that goes to the display port
Whoops.
thing. But it's also supposed to be multi-format. Okay, so there you see the keyboard I have, and you see the volume, the second knob.
Oh, they got
That's-
the knobs on those.
That
too.
controls the master volume in Windows, and it has the Xbox button. That's the main reason I bought this keyboard. It has the Xbox button for the game bar and stuff. And even if I'm remoting into my Ally, or if I plug the handheld into my monitor and use docked that way, I still have access to the Xbox button. So I did that.
He really just got mad because you guys make fun of his 15, 20 devices.
He probably had to go do something with the kids or he lost connection. He'll probably be back. But yeah, so I brought that to make the comparison that back in the day, if all you had was a keyboard, it was the same concept. But like I said, so I plug in the wire, and remember, it was on, lit up, right? It was already on. I plug it in, and it instantly, I think it cut out. And I didn't add that until I realized, I'm like, no, did I just kill this controller I just got as a gift? Oh my God. And I'm like, man, I'm doing this straight to tape, man. I'm gonna figure this out right here. And I was like, I'm not figuring this out. Let me stop the camera and figure this out, which I did. And I came back on, and that's when I put the little transition, and I learned how to do a little quick transition.
Did you put a sound on it too? You go, whoo.
No, I wanted to put the Transformers thing.
Did like the Star Wars wipe.
I wanted to do the Transformers one, but I figured I would get a copyright notice.
Yeah, put the Batman with the spinning thing in the background.
I'm doing an Xbox version. The Xbox logo. I'll probably do that.
Or put the static
or have them done.
Like, come back.
Oh, the static I'm gonna use for my intro. Actually, you'll see next time I do a video, I have an intro that's ready for that. That's static, and I also have an outro.
It has the rainbow colors. It goes beep.
No, it's static noise. You'll see, and it has my name, and you'll see the next time I make a video.
Oh, is Realist on now for real? Is Realist for real on? I gotta ask him a question.
Yeah, Realist, there he is.
Oh, those buttons.
Well, actually, it's a subject. Right. I don't want to. Well, I don't want a side thing. Was there another subject you wanted to talk about?
Nah.
Oh, I just want to say one other thing.
Yeah.
The lights default to green, but the software lets you change the colors or whatever you want.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
Oh, and same with the keyboard.
I don't know, man. You kind of turned that controller around a little bit. The design looks kind of nasty.
It's a fingerprint magnet. You saw right away. It was like the glass. Dude, and my hands were freshly washed and everything.
I bet that thing is going to need like routine maintenance cleaning. That thing.
That's probably why it's glass to keep bacteria and stuff from growing on it. Like that's probably why it's glass, because it is.
So, the reason, what I want to touch on, I just want to get y'all's viewpoints, is the second video listed on the right side. I wanted to hear everybody's viewpoint on Halo and their announcements and what they think, because that was the other firestorm that happened last week that everybody has an opinion for. Yeah.
That really fell first.
I don't like it. It's one of those things like when you hear the word Halo or the title, or even just Master Chief,
right?
You just know it's related to Xbox, right? And I think that's happened with Gears. The same thing happened. I don't like that it went, but I understand it and accept it. There's nothing I can do about it, right?
Stop console warring.
Yeah, it's console warring. No, I just don't like it. It's like, but I know that.
So you weren't surprised.
I was surprised.
Really?
I actually was, because I would think
Sick and I talked about this over a year ago.
Xbox, it's like their mascot, their first major mascot to Xbox.
Yes.
And I would think it's like, okay, that's just gonna stay on Xbox. And that's it, right? And now it's not.
So we talked about this in Bag over a year ago. And what did we say?
Yes, sir. We knew it was going to happen.
We said it was going to happen.
And we thought it was going to be the Master Chief Collection, which I'm still surprised that hasn't been announced, particularly in my opinion.
I think the reason why for that is because I think they're going to do all the games. So,
well, that's the other rumor, right? That they're doing Halo 1, then 2, then 3, all campaign only, and the new multiplayer will come out with Halo 7, right?
Yeah.
So because they have Infinite, and don't forget the multiplayer for Infinite is standalone and free to play on Xbox and PC, right? I'm surprised I don't think they're gonna put that on the Switch, but I'm surprised they didn't put the Master Chief Collection on the Switch, right? Let the Master Chief Collection be on the Switch, and the PlayStation will get the remake of 1, and then 2 and 3 I'm sure will come as well. But
so I plan on playing the MCC next year. I'm going to start doing the achievement hunt on that one. That's going to take 4.
Yeah, man. If you want to do some co-op, man,
I'm going to have to.
That one. So
that's 700 achievements on that bad boy, man.
I got you back. Let me know.
700.
But also, this was.
Why are people so upset about the sprint button? I mean,
because that's been a part of the Halo conversation for a long time. That he doesn't sprint, blah blah blah. So I just want to add because they also said the next two are going to have that as well. But also I want to add that this was really just it was really what's the word there, a birth from a concept of the development team really needs to. You see the Star Wars swipe, I guess. Yeah, I guess it really was Star Wars. I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah,
I told you. I watched it.
Yeah,
Star Wars swipe.
Thanks. But what I was saying was it was really born from an idea of they need to get the team up to snuff on their technology, particularly with Unreal and adapting the Blur engine. Because the Blam engine, I mean, is running underneath, right? Just like they did the last time they had remastered Halo 1. Now you don't have the option to switch between them like you did last time, but it's running underneath. And
you want me to bring some heat to this show, Tech?
Bring it. It's cold today.
The Halo fan base is one of the most obnoxious fan bases in gaming, period. Like they will bitch about anything and everything they do. You cannot make these people happy. Period. There you go.
Well, the one thing is like I've been saying this for years. They are the most obnoxious. It's like if Halo's not working anymore, you can't get mad at 343 for trying to make it work. And slow, heavy hit points, high TTK. That's just not what people want to play right now. And us, the old guard, there are not enough of us left to sustain it. That's why Xbox wasn't selling crazy units, because Halo is what sold Xboxes in the past. Halo has slowly declined, not because it's a bad game, but because people have found other things that they like more.
And I don't even think they've expanded the universe enough. Like for as old as
they tried.
I know, and that's my point, because they try and then they get. Man, they are the worst fan base, because Halo could be so much better. And
they say they are though. They said so many times that the Halo universe is bigger than Master Chief.
What's my rule in life, Sick? What's my one rule that I tell everybody applies to everybody?
Drink.
Oh, that's what I'll be doing after this week.
You're not old. Today's price is not some.
No. Well, I say that. I said adapt or perish. I always say you got to adapt or perish. Okay.
I say logical promotions, and he says adapt or perish all day, every day.
Halo has not adapted to the times. Not well.
It tried though.
I know.
And everybody said,
but you're upsetting the few. I don't know how many's out there.
When they went into when they released the Halo that had all the abilities, the ground pound, the shield thing, I hated that one. I couldn't stand that version.
Reach or 3?
I was still hung up on 3.
It's probably Reach.
It's like 3 was the best one for me.
3's my favorite, but even 3 today, 3's clunky.
Oh, today
it just is, man. It just is. Like, I'm an old hat too, but I mean, like the movement on Halo. I don't know, man. Realist, I'm with you, Realist. I'm with you. I get.
Me too. I'm a realist.
But they are the worst. I mean, last week they showed their head again, man. I'm like, the game hadn't even come out yet. The game hadn't even come out. They just announced it. And they're not even ripping it. They're not even ripping it being on PlayStation more than they're just ripping the game. Like, you got your fanboys ripping it because it's going to PlayStation. Then you got your diehard Halo guys that are just ripping the game.
Issues, right? Which is not even the game is not even done, and they're like, oh, it's flickering here. I'm like, this is not fucking done.
They got videos comparing the gun, the what do you call it? The
assault rifle.
Yeah, the assault rifle, but they were comparing. Oh, this is not, dude. It's a game. It's not even fully developed yet. Chill, man. Boy, that fan base,
trying to find a Craig moment all over again. That's what they're trying to do.
I'm just saying, Halo has so much potential, and it's not ever going to reach it because they're not going to allow it to. Am I wrong?
Assholes are gonna toxic asshole, and that's what it is.
Am I wrong?
It ties into everything you've been saying.
Not.
You're not wrong.
Okay.
It ties into everything you've been saying. It's that fan base.
I just noticed
kind
that.
of like why Bungie needed. I think Bungie understood this too, and that's why they needed to make Destiny, because when they tried to make Halo into something more than what it was, people like TechSaid hated it. And then Destiny was like the hottest thing smoking for a while.
Pre-release build, work in progress. Says it plain as day.
That's nothing, but that was nothing but a Titan slam. All those abilities were, what they went on to put into Destiny, and then Destiny took over. PlayStation people were finally happy to get their own their version of Halo. Even though it was on Xbox, but they got to have Hawk Moon. Still didn't get Hawk Moon on Xbox, but no. There's not enough of the old guard left, man. They've aged out.
Or some of us have changed. Like, I'm an old guard, and I even recognize, like, if you're going to keep a franchise going, you're going to have to adapt, right?
But see, this is the thing: people who play Halo don't want Call of Duty. You know what I mean? So like, they hope that Halo stays the same, but the problem is, it's just not enough.
It's not gonna be a triple.
And so they gotta try to adapt it. Now, what I believe, see, this is why, like, you got all these Xbox people. Oh, Xbox is dead. Yada yada yada. Xbox pretty much is dead as far as I'm concerned, right? If you're talking about the console.
If you're talking about 2005, yes, it's not ever gonna be back to that. No.
I'm just saying that, like, if you think exclusive
traditional
cell
consoles, traditional consoles.
If you think exclusive cell consoles,
yes,
you're wrong. They really don't sell Xbox and PlayStations. They sell Nintendo, but then you look at Nintendo, they can't sell third parties. So they did a good job of promoting a first party, because the two can't exist. PlayStation and Xbox basically raised their competition up in their house, and now they've grown up to eat them up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Would you play this, Realist? I would play this.
What am I saying?
The UE5 new Halo that they're going to come out with.
I'm definitely going to play it.
So I'm going to play it.
Like I didn't really want to play the Gears again because it wasn't really updated to me. It just looks the same.
Like, this looks good to me.
One?
This looks good.
The one that just dropped.
You think it looks good? I think it looks good.
It looks fantastic.
Of course, it's gonna look good.
No, I have no desire to play Reloaded, because, like, I played Ultimate. It's like that was still.
Exactly. Reloaded is just a pack for Ultimate, though. Literally, like, this at least is different, right?
Yeah,
and if you had Ultimate, it was just a pack. You got it, and boom.
We got a remaster where you can switch back and forth from the old look to the new look of Halo.
Right. But like I said earlier, the reason this even exists was for them to get practice with the Unreal Engine as a team, as a group effort, and then decide, okay, let's put out all three. Because the second and third will also have iterations like this without multiplayer at all, just campaign and co-op mode, stuff like that, right? And then the next iteration of multiplayer will come with the true sequel, Halo 7. And so these
I've said this on the show. I said, when it comes to UE5, Microsoft or Xbox has a wealth of knowledge with UE5 compared to others. So I think this looks good, man. I don't know. I mean,
it's gonna look good, but it's gotta have the Halo feel. That's what I was gonna say.
But I can't imagine it not having a Halo feel with this, though, right?
How can you not imagine it? It's unreal. They're moving along from Slip Space, which was a graduation of the Blam engine. So it's the engine, and like Fortnite feels like Fortnite. Id games feel like id games. Bungie, like Destiny, felt like Halo with just different guns. Like those two have the shooting in those games is more fun than other games. Destiny and Halo, those games are the most fun to actually shoot. Like I would do a range, like a range mode if they had it. You know what I mean? Just to shoot. Those games have the best shooting for me.
Yeah.
And it needs to feel the same. I've heard some of the complaints, like they've changed some things. You can run now. Of course,
they're upset about the sprint.
But you got to understand these kids. Okay, if we're talking about gaming competing with ADD generation, you think they really want to slow down and plan it out?
Dude,
no.
Okay, Realist, just to prove your point, Realist, as ADD as you guys see me here on the show interrupting all the goddamn time, especially to you, right? But even I, in all these games, I've always been running. If there's a run option, I'm trying to get from point A to point B, I never use the walk. I always run. I always was annoyed about that in Halo. And when they added it in 4 as an option, I always had that as a default, despite the fact that it's taking up slots.
I mean, after 20 years of playing different FPSs and going back to the original Halo without any running, I mean, it's aged. It really is aged.
You even expect that wasn't going to be a thing, truly.
You know what the funny thing? I'll bet you this. I would bet you anything. If they did have this sprint button in 20 years ago, probably wouldn't have made a big difference.
Wait,
probably not.
They also didn't have downsides either, didn't they?
Oh, they have in 5, and it depends.
It was eventually put in, but originally it was just.
I mean, let's say Halo 7. You want Halo 7 to have a sprint or not?
Hell yeah, it better.
That's what I'm saying. Like adapter pairs, man. It's clunky.
Yeah.
Go play the original Halo. It's clunky as hell, man.
Master Chief better get an upgrade to Milner. You know what I mean? Give me double jump. Give me blink. I'll take it all.
Double jump.
They make him slimmer in armor.
And then he's power armored up. Like they should have a mode where he takes off all his armor. Whoa. I don't know. He has a face mask or whatever, and then he can run like a bat out of hell, like Sonic the Hedgehog, and be more accurate. Let's be real here. Like, what are we talking about? The fact that he can't run was always the dumbest thing ever.
Like, man. The Halo crowd, man. I'm not a fan of them. I just think they get in the way so much that this franchise could be a hell of a lot healthier, but they make it worse.
Absolutely agree, bro. Absolutely.
And then when talking to Bobby about it, because Bobby's got a little more history with it. I mean, then you have your casuals versus your competitive, and I'm like, this shouldn't even be a thing. Like, you should be able to separate the two.
It is what it is.
And Halo is not a casual game. Like the thing, like that was my gripe about Call of Duty. Like when I first started playing Call of Duty, it's like, 3 shots, you're dead. Whereas Halo, you can possibly turn on somebody. I mean, you can do it in Call of Duty every now and then, but like, for the most part, if they got you, they got you.
I do like that part of Halo. I will say that I do like if you there's a chance you might be able to make it if you're ambushed from behind. In Call of Duty, you ain't getting out of it if you're ambushed from behind.
Well, yeah, and you're not gonna unless
you're lucky if you get your point of view turned around. Right, you're lucky if you get the point of view.
Unless you're an exceptional player, you're not gonna take 2 dudes out.
No, but I think there's a happy medium though. I think there's a happy medium between the two. But the problem is you got a fan base that's not going to allow anything. And it's just ridiculous. It's like, I guess you guys want to turn this franchise into a double A because if it ain't selling, that's what it's going to end up being. They're not going to put money into it.
Okay, problem is if they keep rolling the same game out, then they're going to start saying they didn't change enough. So they'll never.
That's the reason why I'm in the camp. Like, there's a camp that says, "To hell with them. Don't even listen. Do what you want to do." Yeah, I'm in that camp. Me too. Like, it will do what you want to do, and if they don't want to play it, then they don't have to play it. Right. That's the camp I'm in.
Damned if you don't, and they damning them all day, every day, and they've been damned.
I mean, you got the MCC. If you want to play MCC forever, play MCC forever. I don't care.
It's there, but they're not going to play it anyway because that really doesn't have a lot of players on it either. Infinite has more players than that. Like, this is why I'm saying put it on the Switch, where I feel it fits, ironically, better with the Nintendo player base and the PlayStation player base. This is not no type of console warring or anything, right? It just I feel like a lot of the people who went from Xbox over to PlayStation, they don't even care anymore anyway. Were like, man, fuck all this Halo stuff anyway. They gave up on it anyway. So their opinion doesn't matter. You saw what happened with Gears. It didn't sell. I don't think on the PlayStation side that Halo is going to do that much better. And they're going to look to, and I guarantee you, somebody out there is going to put a low grade. I think
it sells. I think it sells on PlayStation.
I think, because I was listening to one of the guys in Kay Asante's Discord for the Gaming Circle podcast. That was this one guy who was like, he thinks, oh, it's gonna get a 65 from somebody major, blah blah blah, and he's just like a little bit of a rabble rouser, and he got a lot of shit for it from the collective there. But it made me realize that, dude, that's gonna be the fixes. Not gonna be to that degree, but it'll get like high 70s or something from some outlets, right? It'll really hurt the meta score and be like, and say all types of stuff like, oh, it didn't have the multiplayer. Oh, it's unreal and it's buggy and it's this and that. Even if it's really not, right? We already see.
Well, I know we know what score it will not get.
It's not going to get 100, but
so Tech. I have my theory is that the ceiling for Xbox or anything that's Microsoft published is 90 is the ceiling.
Yeah,
it will not.
I agree
because Xbox hasn't had a 90 rated game since Horizon 5, Forza Horizon or 4.
Yeah. It was 5, I think.
5.
I want to say 5.
Yeah, it's been 4-5 years since the last Xbox game hit a 90.
Yeah, we got stuff from the Game of the Year. That's right too. But my point overall of what I was saying before is, right, like they do it every time, and that's how it's gonna happen too, right? They'll leverage all these complaints against it. Oh, it's an old game. Oh, it's this. Oh, they added run. They will say whatever, and we
just don't look old to me.
And we know. No, I agree. And listen, we know now, right? With the whole, oh, Walmart is dropping them and blah, blah, blah situation, right? Days after it was corrected by Walmart, Xbox, your mama, everybody, right? There were still new videos from people, including Linus Tech Tips, putting this shit out there like it's facts and making hundreds and thousands of views in mere minutes because it makes bank for them. So who am I to sit here and believe like this is going to get a fair shot? And I'm not even saying a fair shot where it can get a 90 or above. I'm not even saying it's going to deserve that, right? But they're going to complain about the price no matter how they price it, what's in it, the fact that it's unreal. They're going to levy whatever they can, and they will not even hesitate to outright lie.
Well, I mean, here's the funny thing, right? If I remember right, is Halo one of the highest rated games Xbox has ever had?
Yes.
It was 97, right?
I believe so. Yes, from back then.
So a reskin of the highest rated game is probably going to be 30 points lower.
I'm just saying high 70s. Maybe
I'm not doubting you, Sick. I'm not doubting you at all. I'm just saying just how ridiculous that is.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
absurd, really. But we already
what was the Gears remake?
I don't even know.
I think really. Gears was up there as well, and then the remake didn't get as. Scores are weird, man. Scores are weird. No, I just Halo could be one of your more premier franchises, and people want to and see this is where people lose me because they're like, well, Halo is a premier Xbox franchise, and I'm like, is it? Because I don't think it is anymore.
Not anymore. The way they treat it, especially.
I think it was a symbol, but I don't think it's been a premier franchise for a generation now.
And for all the reasons we just talked about too, people slam on it on purpose. We know what they're doing. They do this constantly. It could never have been because of those reasons. We already.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Call of Duty is the franchise now,
and people love to shit on that too. As much as we're Battlefield guys here, myself,
they'll shit on it, but you'll see the numbers when they pop that thing when it pops.
Right. Exactly. People love to shit on Call of Duty, mainly at very first because it was very popular. I remember Black Ops 1 with the group I used to be around on the Gamer podcast, Games and More Entertainment Radio, right? Great I remember I wrote in a review for it, and like their reaction to like, oh, he likes this, and it ended up being the best-selling Call of Duty for a good long time. It didn't just eclipse Modern Warfare 1 and 2. It leapfrogged it by leaps and bounds at the time. It sold, and the review scores were higher than the other ones by far too. Like, it did a lot of things that weren't there before. You were able to record your matches in Call of Duty. That was a new thing, and share them. You could even stream to YouTube on the 360 back then. Yeah, it was low res, but I mean, you had to wait till next generation where you got that as a standard feature. And here it was in the Call of Duty, and that game in particular was stacked with content out the gate, right? And they were shitting on my review because they were like tired of Call of Duty at that point. It was already the fancy. It was already the game that's winning all the rewards and being overly successful, and they have to be holier than thou about it, right? And so they hate it, and that's where the franchise is now, particularly now with Microsoft.
But they weren't releasing Call of Duties yearly back then, were they?
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. It was always
after they hit the first 360 game.
Okay, the first 360 game, yes, because
that was Call of Duty 2, right?
It launched with 2. 3 came out the year after in 2006, and 07 was 4. And at that point, it really was every year because then they had 2 teams and they tag team. You know, they leapfrogged each other. I get 1 year, you get the next year, and on and on and on and on. Eventually, it became more developers. Then it was like 3 or 4 of them, right? And would give them the bigger gap per game. Yeah, but it always was. It always was. And that's the point I'm making, right? People start to hate on it because it's not the little guy anymore, right? Like, it's not the up and comer. Now it's the big dog you want to get knocked down.
It just felt at some point that I was done with it. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, me too. And that was for me, Modern Warfare 3. I was done with it, but I didn't sit there and hate on it.
But I didn't feel that way for Battlefield because Battlefield only came out like 3 or 4 years after.
Right. Which I understand. But my point is, blind hate. You didn't have blind hate for Call of Duty. You were just tired of it. I was just tired of it. And thus what we choose to do, we left it alone. We played other things. We did other things, right? But we didn't sit here and advocate for its downfall just because we're player hating.
Buying it every year.
Just because we're player hating, right? Well, you did that as jokes, though. You didn't really truly mean it, right? You're a jokey guy.
I look at Call of Duty. I look at Call of Duty now as almost like Madden, just from the simple aspect that it probably, from a quality aspect, if it was released biannually, it probably would be better. But it's such a cash machine. You're not going to do that.
I don't remember the last time I actually bought Call of Duty.
And getting back to Halo
now as an ultimate
the footage. The guy who said, he wouldn't be surprised if it gets to 65. He was like, you jump in with 4 Marines. That is not how this level starts. There are multiple Pelicans with multiple troops. Then you get the Jeep and 3 come with you. But there are still multiple dudes at the landing area. You can go back and you see them still there. Like the game remembers they're there. Yeah. And eventually at the end of the mission, after you come back out, there's a battle sequence where all those Marines that were there waiting are still there. Like, and you have like a set piece before you evacuate to the next level. But like, even the way he was presenting his point, and he's a PlayStation guy, we already know, although he works for Microsoft right now, right? But like, you could see the haterism in the shit that he was saying in it, and he got a lot of crap for it because everybody knew his motivation for saying the bullshit. It's like the guys, Kieran will know. I'm not gonna name the names. There's certain guys who come into space, and they're intelligent though, but they try to make it. At first, they're making, logical claims, but truly their purpose is to shit on Xbox or whatever the thing is that they want to shit on, right? By leading you into a path of fake logic, right? To believe their crap, and then they lock you in. Oh, but
they do a bunch of red herring stuff. So because this over here means it's going to be this over here, and it has nothing to do with that.
And it has nothing to do with them, right?
So I'm looking. So I'm happy. I'm happy with. I'm not even a Battlefield player like you are, and I'm actually thrilled that it's having success because the main reason is because of Call of Duty. Because
another thing is the servers are so freaking stable this time around.
I think it has nothing to do with Call of Duty. It's just a good Battlefield on all accounts.
Battlefield, yeah.
But what I'm saying is I think when you So I know this from experience. When you're the only dog in town and you have the market share pretty much wrapped up in your favor, you get fat and you get lazy.
Right.
And I think because I think Call of Duty has gotten fat and lazy, and there was a lot of things that player asked for. What's that? What did they just scrapped that they've been asking to get rid of? What you call it? Player levels.
SSB. Server side match. No. Something matchmaking. I forget what they call it.
Yeah. I can't think of it. But I mean, they've been begging for them to stop
Skill-based matchmaking.
Skill-based matchmaking.
Skill-based matchmaking. They've been begging for them to scrap that, and now they're going to. But and I'm fully convinced. I'm fully convinced a lot of that has to do because of Battlefield. And
actually, no, Call of Duty wasn't as lazy as people think. See, like when you go back to the story I told you about Black Ops 1, right? The most stacked entry for a long time too, right? In terms of features and everything else that was in that game. But people wanted to shit on it because that was their motivation. This Battlefield had to be good because they had to show improve because they've been fucking up too much, right? And that's why this one is good. It has nothing.
No, there's a sense of urgency though. That's what I'm talking about. But I don't sense a sense of urgency with Call of Duty though.
No, right. They don't have a search engine, a sense of urgency. This is true. You're right. But at the same time, they never devolved to the levels that Battlefield did consistently.
No. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Because as soon as they started to, they began to address with other entries, and they were aware and tried to keep it under control.
I agree with that. I'm just saying that I think the teams right now for Call of Duty, they're seeing the success of Battlefield right now, and it makes them want to step up their game. I think that's a natural human response.
Yeah.
I think when you don't have that, like, am I one of these guys that think, oh, they're going to overtake Call of Duty in numbers? No, they're not. Yeah. They're not going to.
But it just has to be a good game.
But it's a really good game. I'm happy for it. We have people we know that work for EA, so we're rooting for them. Yep. And so I'm thrilled with it. But I do think that's going to rub off on Call of Duty, and it should.
Yeah. And it's good. That's competition. That's what competition breeds. Because here's the thing: people like Call of Duty versus Battlefield, and I think I've said this before. Why not both, right? Particularly this year with the Call of Duty, the co-op campaign. I'm all about that, right?
Yeah, I actually like that. I'm curious to see how this new battle royale for Battlefield will work, because I've never considered Battlefield a battle royale. Like, it's a team game. Like, if you're going in there,
it have the like the mental the chops built into the game. It's got the base elements, and they just had to add the rule set, right? It's the same with Halo. I always said they should add that to Halo on the ring, where you take the ring. At first, you're on the whole ring, and eventually, like in Halo Wars, I think the second one, they start to take off the plates, and thus the player area starts to shrink, right? And that could be lore accurate. Halo did that with the firefight mode that they took from Gears, right?
So do they have all what's it's red something?
Red Sec.
What's the mode called? Red Sec?
Yeah.
All right, that's kind of a silly name. That's kind of a silly name. But are they allowing all vehicle types in Red Sec? I can't imagine they are. I can't imagine they are.
I would imagine not. But we'll see.
Like, you're not flying a jet with a ring that's enclosing on you, right? I mean, that doesn't
hit the wall
seem like a lot of fun.
No. It's got to be all ground action.
The jet's already enough to fly on your own anyways. Now you got to worry about this ring coming around you.
Maybe not tanks, but you might get jeeps and stuff, maybe, and bikes or whatever. Yeah, I think that's the most.
I'm not even interested in the.
But also, one last thing I like that they did with Battlefield that I heard, and a lot of people like to use that to knock the game, because of course it's another Battlefield with a single player. Okay, let's shit on it, even though it's it's cable. It doesn't have to be War and Peace, right? Or Jarhead, or like The Longest Day. Great film, by the way, about World War II. But anyway, after you beat the campaign, the first thing it does is give you the option to uninstall the campaign and get that space back.
Well, when I installed mine, it gave me the option to install whatever piece I wanted.
Right. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, it also offers you, after you finish it, doesn't have like
want to get
replay
rid of
values.
us?
Yeah. Or just the campaign, right? To get that space back, and you can keep the multiplayer going, right?
Hey, that's a
the
big
thing I
deal
like
for
to see.
EA because EA doesn't.
Yeah,
They
they
doesn't
don't
have a
do shit like
history.
that.
No.
Right. And for Call of Duty, I wish they had that too, but particularly this year with the camp, with the
Might see
co-op
it.
campaign,
Might see
it's
it.
less. Yeah. They need to do it anyway, right? But the fact that they have
Call of Duty,
campaign,
man. What was how big was Battlefield when you installed it?
on my PC, it was. I'll tell you on Steam. I'll have to look in Steam here. Battlefield, I feel it was 50 something or 60 something.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you right now. Properties, install files. No, 98.35 gigs. Sorry.
That's still not, but that's still not bad because I remember downloading Call of Duty last year was what 150, 180, something like that. Like it was loaded, man.
And I had to download 8 gigs for RedSec.
It was huge.
And I had to download 8 gigs for RedSec,
they got a problem with that. The bloat on that. Oh my god.
I got the HD textures. I got RedSec, which I could uncheck and uninstall in the HD textures from that, and that would give me back 10 gigs. I could also uncheck the single player. That would give me 17 and a half. There's stuff I could do to take off, and I'm sure the console version is the same way, right? But yeah. So it's funny how it is, though. It's funny how it is. How
I'm rooting for him. It's not an EA, and I am not.
Oh, my girlfriend got it for me.
And I'm not nearly a big EA guy either. They've killed a lot of the franchises that
And Battlefield was on the chopping block if they didn't get this right, and thank God they did. They saw the prerogative and they fixed it. What's up with the Portal mode? Is that out?
I didn't see anything about Portal.
Is that a separate download or whatever? Because I don't see it anywhere in the game. I haven't even launched the game yet. I've been so busy in personal life and shit.
What I see here on the screen is multiplayer is 5.7 gigs plus the multiplayer HD is 25 gigs. And and the base is 19. So 20.
That's pretty good, EA.
It's about half the size. Yeah, it's about half the size.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they got less maps too, but still.
Yeah, they're gonna get more maps over time. It will grow in size and all of that.
Yeah,
but I mean, from the start now. And people were complaining about maps, but I think there's another map that they announced that's not RedSec, or was that just the RedSec map? Because the RedSec map is actually LA, I think, from the footage that they were showing from the trailer. I think it's LA. Yeah, because they were playing California Love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Battlefield's so much fun.
Yep, good game, man. I definitely want to play the campaign first and foremost, for sure. It's too bad it's not co-op.
Just jump in, soldier, and
fight.
So
look. So yeah, that's what I'm about to do. So look, I got a question. All this complaining about Call of Duty, right? What does Battlefield do better than Call of Duty, other than be Battlefield?
Vehicles.
Team-based,
yeah.
So it's Battlefield. It's like
Battlefield.
I mean, I don't think anybody's saying that Battlefield does anything better than Call of Duty. I'm just saying that I'm glad that Battlefield is doing better because that I think that their success rubs off on Call of Duty making their product better.
So what makes you guys think that Call of Duty is going to do anything better because Battlefield finally got a Battlefield to stick? It's like they're two totally different games.
No, I understand.
Hold on real quick because I let y'all step on me this whole show, right?
You were muted, man.
I muted myself because y'all stepped on me and my feelings were hurt.
Oh,
so
okay.
It wasn't me.
You two, look, it's all good. Look, I mean, because the vehicles are something that Battlefield does that Call of Duty has a score streak for, right? It's team-based. Call of Duty is
but you can't
solo, and it started off being more of a team-based game, and then I guess evolved or devolved into whatever it is today. Because I keep saying you guys might not be saying it is necessarily better, but that's what I'm hearing from most everybody else. Oh, it's so much better. It's gonna kill Call of Duty, right?
No,
it's not a Twitch game. That's
lots of people saying that, man, and they're rooting for it to kill Call of Duty. He's right. I see that all the time. And
that's a bunch of garbage people, though. Those are the ones that like the rinse and repeaters that I talk about. The ones that play it on game one, say the game is awesome, and about 6 weeks later they say the game sucks, and they'll never play a Call of Duty again.
Yeah, because see, like
streamers.
from what I can see is like people who like Battlefield should just play Battlefield and leave
They
Call of
do
Duty
destruction
alone.
better. They do destruction better in Call of Duty though.
You think so?
I think so to a certain point. It is true though, because I still point out there was that Tim the Tatman, his little short where he got blown up in a building and the walls kept blowing on top of him about 4 or 5 times. And they're like it's like the Fast and the Furious. It's like there's no way that could happen in real life, but it's fun and you disbelief and it's funny as hell to watch. So I think they do destruction better. Is it realistic? Hell no. So, you know, but I think overall they do destruction better than Call of Duty. But I don't think Call of Duty is a different game, like you said. You know.
Yeah, because I just see I listened to like the first week of the beta. I watched a lot of the YouTubers talk about how they've done so much better, and then you have Ibarra. He's like the bitter X for all of the companies that he's ever worked for.
Yeah.
It's gonna force Call of Duty to do, and it's gonna kill Call of Duty this holiday. It's like, no, these kids care less about Battlefield, man. It's not fast enough. The maps are too big. I think it's a more adult game, but the problem with when you have an adult game is we go to work.
If you're listening to Mike Ibarra, I'm sorry for you, man. There is nothing that dude is saying. Like, literally 90% of what he says is wrong. That dude is a jilt. There's a reason why he's not in the gaming. There's a reason why he's not in the industry anymore.
I mean, you do remember that Call of Duty tried vehicles, tanks?
Yeah, it sucked.
World at War?
In Warzone? Dude, or is it Warzone that has that?
World at War. That was a good game.
Yeah.
That was an awesome
game.
But I don't think you got the
that was I mean, I like the game, but I don't know what happened.
I don't think it. I mean, like I said, it's not going to change anything for Call of Duty. I mean, Call of Duty's.
They're not going to change their formula the way they are. It's just
no. And I always said that Fortnite is in a league of their own, but Call of Duty is king at what they do, and they're still going to be king. I'm just happy to see that Battlefield's back to where it's respectable, especially from those that are diehard Battlefields like Sick and Beast. Beast is happy that you could pull tags off bodies again. I mean, he was just like
from 2142. I missed that too.
Yeah, and he was just and I'm glad to see that. And I'm not one of these.
Mention Tech, hardcore Battlefield. He feels the kind of way that you can hear him when he went, you didn't name him. I was waiting on you to name him too.
Okay, Tech. I mean, I didn't know if he's a hardcore. I mean, if you're hardcore Battlefield, I'm happy.
I've been playing since the 360 when it was Bad Company 2. And I would say I never knew about Battlefield before, right?
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine that I was playing Call of Duty with, he says, hey, you need to check out this other game called Bad Company 2. It's really good. And I went ahead and got it. And ever since then, I was hooked, right? The explosions, the destruction, the tanks, the choppers, the airplanes, Jeeps, little 4x4, little, what do you call those, ATVs, everything. It was amazing to me. And ever since then, I was like, that's it. Battlefield's for me. That's my game. I still play Call of Duty here and there because the one thing Call of Duty did have every time at launch time, stable servers. Right off the bat, you can get in a match really quick, no waiting time whatsoever, where Battlefield, sometimes you're sitting there for 5 minutes waiting for a round to start. That's what sucked, right? Battlefield 4 was the worst launch ever. That thing was broken bad. So pissed. Everybody was.
Was that the one with the woman on the cover? Everybody had a thing.
No. That was the one after.
That was 5.
That was
4
5.
was the one where they had to do the whole. Yeah, it was 1. But 4 was the one where they had to do that whole separate install of the game where they were testing out the fixes, and it took about a year for them to fix it.
Dude, it was a terrible launch. And I took like a weekend off from work at a time, and it's like, I'm not working. I'm gonna play Battlefield. No, people were pissed, man.
Nothing sucks about taking a day off work or getting off early from work to play a game and then find out it sucks.
Dude,
I couldn't say it at work, man.
Broken. It was so bad, man. It was just terrible. And then ever since ever since then, everybody's like, all right, well, let's see if the servers are holding up.
I feel you though, Realist. I think all that mumbo jumbo about being a COD killer and all that, that's just BS. I don't, I feel you.
I just don't see the children moving away from like these games where they can just, because even in like a battle royale, the circle makes you, it forces confrontation. Are you about to say, Tech?
My 14-year-old actually got into Battlefield when the beta was out because he saw it. He saw that I saw it.
He doesn't count, bro. He's a gamer.
He doesn't count, but
he's your son. Like,
he doesn't count. He's a gamer.
Why are you talking about him like he's average kids? His dad is Technos Gaming on YouTube.
But he plays Roblox. Right?
He plays Recon with Dreamcast guys.
This is not the only time when he touched like a Call of Duty game is because Godzilla was out on Warzone, and he enjoyed it. And when it was over, he was done with it. When he saw the trailer for Battlefield, he's like, "Dad, you're gonna get Battlefield. Looks cool." I was like,
but you know why COD? I mean, COD is so simple though, and that's the reason why it's not going to be.
Like for iPhone
it's not.
Users, it's so simple.
It's because of that simplicity. No one's gonna touch it.
And
in that arena,
and Well, my son was interested in Battlefield. And I told him right off it's like, you're not gonna like it. Why are you saying that? Because it's slower pace. It's insane. You don't know where the shots are coming from. Snipers are camping all over the place.
Solo.
Yeah, you can't go solo if that's what you're expecting.
Good luck getting a heal,
dude. He got into it. Let me tell you.
I don't know. You play medic in that game.
He got really into it when I let him loose on one of the Battlefield not a beta game, but like a regular game, like 2042, I think.
Yeah,
is what I let him play, and it's like, and he loved the tanks. He was loving the tanks, man. And I was like, ooh, it's like, did I convert him to a Battlefield guy? But he hasn't said anything since the beta.
Who's that guy on FaZe they busted because he was a medic and he wasn't healing anybody?
Oh, that's every medic, man. Nobody heals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He goes, why? He goes, you just got stomped by a tank. Why am I going to run out there and heal you? He's still out there. I'm like, that sounds legit to me. But if you're the guy that needs a heal, it kind of sucks.
Like, I'm over here laying on the floor. It's like, I need to get healed. And he's right next. He just stepped on me. And he walks right on by.
He gets points for that. The better medic he is, he can get more points in rank than anybody who kills the whole map by themselves. Like,
see, I'm a big
your own medic's teabagging you. Is that what you're saying?
He's pretty much doing that, right? So the majority of the time, I will play as an assault guy, which pretty much hands out ammo. I'm always dropping ammo, no matter what. Just dropping crates of ammo all over the place because I know.
Yeah, you do that job.
Because it just automatically
he's feeding the enemy his own ammo.
But lately, I've been playing a lot of recon, but I don't play as a sniper though. I play recon with an assault rifle, and I drop the tug, and the tug detects movements around the objectives. So I'm racking up points like crazy just because it's spotting the enemy on the map when you put your little tug down until it's just a little device that goes on the ground. And that's one way being a recon, but without having to be a sniper, and you can rack up a lot of points by doing that.
You just can't solo in it. Like people, when I hear people are like, "Well, I don't like Battlefield," it's because you're trying to go in solo and you're not. That's not a game to go solo in, man.
No, you have to really be on a team or communicate. Like, dude, there's a guy behind us. What? Start going crazy. But no, it's a fun, insane game. I love Battlefield is awesome.
No, I'm glad. I'm happy to hear y'all. I mean, but yeah, some of the talk is kind of. I mean, a lot of talk with gaming is obnoxious, but the COD Battlefield thing, I feel Realist is right on that. It is kind of obnoxious.
And it's just ridiculous, bro. It always has been. Always has been.
It's like the console war, right? It's like not my game. Yeah. My game can't be good. It has to beat the other game too.
And you can't root for the other game either. Even if you don't play it, you can't root for the other game. Hell no. That's the other side. You can't do it. I can't stand that, dude. It's like almost as bad as politics. Like we're rooting for games to suck now. And it's like, why?
Why would you do that? Don't you
Why
want?
would you do that? You know,
It's just like the little Asian. I always call her an Asian girl, but I think she's Latin actually. Why not both? You know, why not have two awesome games? Why have one?
So what is she?
I don't get it.
I mean, I'm not saying, you know, and it's funny is because you might say something like that, like you might be the guy that gives a rational response, and then they're like, "Well, we're not allowed to have an opinion." No, you're allowed to have an opinion, but you're like, it's like what I brought up with Halo. They're trashing this pre-build, and they haven't even played it yet, and it's like, you know, and by the way, it's just getting to the point where. I mean, I just don't want to even be on Twitter. I think Realist, you said this last week. Like, I don't even want to be on Twitter anymore because it's just like,
yeah,
I would rather be on Discord and chat games with people that you know that are more positive and that's not to say you can't critique a game. Like, there's some things that on any game I play that I would like to see better, but it's just the overall doom and gloom on stuff. It's really like it doesn't help this hobby that I like, that I love so much, you know. And it's just like I'm getting tired of it, you know. Everything's got to be an argument. Everything's got to be, you know.
And that's the thing I always say. We're supposed to be playing games. How the fuck did this become a war? You know what I'm saying?
Battlefield. Come here, soldier.
It's a battlefield now. Yeah, I don't know how that.
I mean, it's like I said earlier. I'm playing Spider-Man Remastered, and I'm enjoying the heck out of it. And then people are like, "Oh, you would have enjoyed it better on day one on PlayStation." No, I'm enjoying it now. Wait,
and
like
I was gonna make a joke, but I forget like the two West families that beef with each other. I can only remember the Capulets and Montague.
Hatfield and McCoys.
Yeah, Hatfield and McCoys, Capulets and Montague.
You're talking to you talk to a room full of Texans. We know.
Like Yankees and Red Sox.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But the East Coast versus West Coast, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. It's always gotta be some shit. The beefing. But this is the one thing that's supposed to be about playing games. I just remember, the fact that I realized at 10 years old, in the schoolyard, you know, you talk the console war shit with the friends, Nintendo or Sega, but then I went to my brother's house on the weekends and he had both, right? And I was playing both. They would argue. I would go to his house, play both. I remember when I was 13, or was I 14? The weekend Shinobi 3 and Mortal Kombat both came out, right? And my friends and I had been doing a bunch of barbecues and stuff, right? I'm gonna tell this quick story. But we were doing like little barbecues and stuff, and there was a falling out between the friends. Not me, I wasn't involved in it, but there was a falling out between the group, right? And so they weren't doing the barbecue that weekend. Plus, to come to find out, it was raining anyway. We didn't know, right? So I said when they started arguing. And so when they started arguing, I said, man, fuck all that, man. I'm going to my brother's house this weekend. I'll go play video games. Fuck you guys. You guys can sit here and be mad at you. Right? And I didn't realize that Mortal Kombat and Shinobi 3 were coming out that weekend, bro. Friday, he got out of work. He picked me up from the crib. We went straight to Blockbuster. We got those games. We played Blockbuster Video. You know what I'm saying? Blockbuster, baby, yes. And we got those games, and that's a memory that I have, right? Of just playing games and having fun. Like, I left all the beefing behind, right? And I was 13 then. But when I was 10, it was the same realization. And I remember that weekend thinking the same thing. Like, this is stupid. I just love video. They're supposed to be fun. You play them for fun.
No, man, it's miserable.
Didn't argue that
Twitter's
shit,
full. Twitter's full of miserable
can't
people.
Figure that shit out. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, was it a little weird for me? Like, going back to Halo, when I saw PlayStation with Master Chief on there, was it a little weird for me? Yes, but at the end of the day, it doesn't do anything to me.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
And if I want a console war, all I gotta say is, "Hey, man, you funding my Game Pass, so thanks."
Well, and that's a funny thing. That's a funny thing too, because most of these people that are doing this. The ones that are talking the worst about Game Pass have Game Pass themselves.
Yep.
They talk about, you know, not liking Xbox or not liking PlayStation. The odds are they got both consoles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, it's just, it's just ridiculous.
On that podcast where he said all that sexist shit about Sarah Bond, right? I know for a fact they all play on Xbox and Game Pass, and
Oh,
they're
I know the one
$1
Chat GPT dude. He has
Yeah,
he has Game Pass for the next 2 or
yeah,
3 years. He
they
admitted
all
it.
do. Yeah, he admitted they all
He
do.
admitted it, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Once
yeah,
again,
it's like I mean, well, first of all, here's the thing. Like, if you are, I just find it weird if you are a panel of pro PlayStation gamers and you're talking nonstop about Xbox. For and according to them, Xbox is dead.
but they never talk about anything else.
I mean, this show right here is. I mean, we'll talk about both, but we mostly talk about Xbox. You don't hear us talking a lot about PlayStation.
Yeah. Sucks.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's weird to me. It's
we
like,
don't sit there and talk about them like they're their enemy, or that the people who work there
no, I don't care if anybody plays on PlayStation. I
This
don't
is a
care.
woman
unless they do something stupid.
who have degrees from both Harvard and Yale. Okay, not just one or the other, the top two in the nation. She got both.
Well, I tweeted. I tweeted. I don't know if you saw it. I tweeted. I said, "You guys can talk. You guys can destroy Xbox without being misogynistic, guys. It's not that hard, you know."
Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have to slander. You don't have to slander the black woman. You know, if you don't like Xbox, it's easier to say than to slander the black woman. You know.
Right. Right. And so you saw my response. We're not going to talk about how that came, to be, right? But I had to make sure I twisted the knife as hard as possible to get at them, bro.
They should. They should.
They did.
They should, because it should be called out. Stuff like that should be called out. And like I mean, I tell people all the time, you may not like the direction that Xbox is going. More power to you. But some of y'all take it way too seriously, dude. Like, way too personal, way too seriously. Like, to the point where if I'm one of those executives, I wouldn't even want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was saying, well, actually, we were saying in Bag that Xbox executives should talk less because they've been leaking and saying too many things and putting themselves in the corner. #4games. I don't think they should have ever came out and had that conference, but they kind of got pressed into it by all the hubbub. Yeah. And I said I don't think they should even said anything. Just do your own thing. Like, PlayStation does their own thing. Nintendo, you never hear anything out of Nintendo. Nothing out of Nintendo. And they're going to do their own thing. And I said Xbox says talk less. Now, guess what happened in the last year? How many times do you see Phil Spencer tweets? Very little.
That guy's too busy trying to lose weight.
Dude,
no, he already did that. No, he already learned the lesson not to talk to these people. Like, it's
Sarah Bond's talking more, but she's doing it because of the ROG. She wasn't,
right. And then on top of that too, someone said, and I think this was so true what they said. I forget who, because I wish I would give, because I really on that person deserves the credit, right? Tim Dog, to get back on the Tim Dog thing and just to show, right? He would take PTO to go travel over to Microsoft and blah, 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 right? Phil Spencer and those guys weren't friends with him. That was work for them. They were being nice to him and, using him, not like on some evil, right? Because, they paid for his hotel and all types of other shit. They food, everything, which costs a lot of money, right? But because he was a talking head that was very public facing, right? And so him being friends with Phil, as he saw it, was a thing he would leverage and talk about all the time. Like, oh, it's my good friend Phil. Phil didn't like you. That was a job for Phil.
In fact,
and that was his job.
Sick and I, we have contacts in Microsoft. We were told that there was employees talking to Phil saying, quit talking to this dude. Like, don't talk to him anymore.
Yeah. And they all realized, and Phil realizes now they were right after
which is why Tim Dog had his, whatever you want to call it, because because they stopped giving him tidbits.
This is why all the shit he's saying now, right? And some people still like to be like, oh,
and then he tried to go to PlayStation, and then PlayStation guys weren't having him, and then now he's going back to Xbox.
Yeah. Xbox doesn't want him either, and so he went back to talk.
I just laugh because I'm like, everybody's like, well, he's this guy that's been with Xbox since day one. I look on his gamer score and it's like 60,000. And I mean, and look, I am not saying that you should have millions of gamer score. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying 20 years on the platform and you're acting as the champion green guy here, and you've only got 60,000. That's telling me that you're talking more and you're playing less.
Yep. Yep. Pathetic, really.
All right, now, guys, let's slow it down and shut it down.
Yep. I'm glad you're enjoying your road, man.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're enjoying your road.
And then I'm gonna take it to Houston tomorrow and play it offline.
Good luck. Good luck in the armpit of Texas.
I'm happy for both of you, but I suggest both of you get an app called Vacuum Tube. All one word. It's that YouTube app I told you guys about. It's also on the Steam Deck for those guys who are on Steam Deck. It's also a Linux app that you can install.
Vacuum Tube.
Yeah, Vacuum Tube. All one.
Download it on the ROG. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and install it on your ROG, and you can launch it off for your Armory crate. Right, and then boom, full screen YouTube, the same app you have on your TV, but it has the built-in ad blocking and everything else. I'll provide the link, and then he could
what?
I'll put it in the description if he wants.
Need to get back to Expedition.
YouTube.
Six got all the stuff that you want to get.
He's a tinkerer.
Yeah, boy, tinkerer. It's me. But yeah, fellas, good shit. Good shit as always.
I miss Realist, man. We need to quit stepping on Realist's toes, man.
Hey, man, I shut up for a long time.
Got off.
Hey, man, I have feelings. Don't treat them like dirt.
I like Realist, man. Realist, because you know when I joke with you is because I like you, man. Because if I don't like you, I ain't gonna joke with you.
Right.
Nah, man. See, y'all tough on him.
No, we not. I am not tough on him at all. I always say, "Oh, it's my fault, my bad." I be doing it all the time. Look, I do now. My bad.
Look, because sometimes I just get in where I fit in, because I don't even know like where y'all started tonight.
Oh,
we're just talking about the road.
We just start on the road
because there's a lot of stuff. You know what I mean?
We just start on the road. I just wanted to hear you about Halo more than anything else. So you pretty much didn't disappoint me on your views on Halo. So
yeah, no, the freaking fans, I can't stand them, man. I started to disregard them a lot. Like when Infinite came out, I made the mistake of going on Reddit. You know what I mean? And I started to read the opinions of these people. It's like,
we're still on, by the way.
Say it again.
I said we're still on live, by the way.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
He ain't saying anything I ain't afraid to say. I think they're one of the worst fan bases in gaming, man.
Absolutely.
I do.
Bro, look, you know, I can't stand the Xbox community. I can't stand the Halo community. You know, because it's just a bunch of weaklings. A bunch of crybabies, because let's just say PlayStation. Look, man, we gotta evolve. Because like a lot of people are saying, since Microsoft bought Activision, that was the end of Xbox. Like, no, like that made them kill Xbox fashion. No, it's like now they just see that there's way more money to be made than just trying to strap everybody into their platforms. When, especially now, I mean, hey, they're still about to ask people for $1,000 for a console, but still, people don't have a whole lot of money to just go out and buy consoles. And then even if you do have that one game that makes them come buy your console, are they good customers? They're not good customers.
Well, what are they going to say? What are they going to say? Because the other thing that I've said over a year ago too, what are they going to say when God of War comes to Xbox? What are they going to say? Because it's coming. It's coming.
Gran Turismo, right? Comes to PC.
Right. It's coming.
They're going to do it. They didn't want this money.
Spider-Man, it's coming.
Spider-Man especially, when that happens. Ooh. I mean, they mad already that you playing on your ally, man. That's why you always twist the neck.
Oh, I get Snickers, man. I do that on purpose too.
First. Yeah,
I do that on purpose. I ain't lying because I know there's gonna be like, it's not the same. I got it on day one. Good for
that's
you, buddy.
right. It's better. It's better.
Yeah, good for you, buddy.
That's right. It's better.
Yeah.
Bunch of softies. All right, man. Let's get out of here. Good night, everybody.
All right, y'all.
Be out.
All right, fellas.
It's sleepy time. We gotta work.
All right.
I gotta eat. Bye.
All right.